Simpson. I got the utmost respect for you, and I always have. I'm sorry. But I wouldn't lie to you, Mr. Simpson. I promise you, I'm so sorry for raising my voice. But I wouldn't lie to you when I know I can tell you.
What does that mean? That she can be violated, and the grand jury thought otherwise, didn't they?
Armed robbery, armed robbery with a conspiracy, 2021. Defendant threatened to kill, quote unquote, everyone in the home. That you're on lifetime probation, an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, where allegedly a gun is pointed at kids. The problem is bad stuff keeps happening to you.
You didn't message her. I quote, "You're down to my dick is dry again." Mercy should be given to those who want to atone for what they did.
She knows that you were having sex with an underage child.
Welcome to Off the Record, the court channel that you should subscribe to. Why? Because of the channel's name. Because I edit out all the on the record stuff. And what's that? That's this.
Counsel, have you received all the true bill of indictment? Harrison, I'm going to show you what's in. Although I know the decision on whether or not to, that by entering this plea bargain agreement, title court admonishments and
You won't have to listen to that and wait for it to be over before you get to the off the record stuff. As a subscriber of mine, only the good stuff, Bugsy. And that is just one of the reasons to become a subscriber of mine. Subscribe and you'll find out the rest. Now, that's done. Let's go off the record.
Mr. Allen, he's going to have an issue.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
All right, what are we doing?
So, Your Honor, we are asking for an adjournment. I've been working with Mr. Capaldi to get information for treatment. I did speak with the prosecution. They were looking to hopefully get him into the felony drug treatment program. He wanted to submit proof of treatment that he has been receiving since the onset of this particular case. I think that was November?
Yeah, I've done inpatient twice since then. I just got signed up again about 10 days ago, a week and a half ago, to continue inpatient. I had lost my job after the last time I came here because I couldn't get my license back. I started a new job on Monday. So I have transportation, no reason to miss anything. And the outpatient is intensive outpatient. It's three-hour meetings on Skype and one in person per week.
How come you're not doing your testing?
On the 13th and the 19th, I had showed up. I only had $10. Like I said, I had lost my job. I can go test right now.
On the 13th, I have the
13th, I had just missed, Your Honor.
The 4th of December. No show, no call. December 13th.
Was that before I had spoke with the other attorney about that? That was when I didn't have my license. I told him I tried for there was only a couple weeks there that I was supposed to be getting my license back. And he said when they adjourned it last time, everything would be cool if I got my license back. I didn't because of
Mr. Cavaldi.
Yes, sir.
November 21st, you were positive for THC. You don't have a medical marijuana.
Yes, I got that in last time. Last time I was here, I've had it.
All right, then I'll skip up over the next positive. December 4th, 2023, missed sample. No show, no call. December 13th, no show, no call. December 19th, issued a bond violation report. Have you been back there?
No, I plan to go.
No, yeah, I know. That caused me on December 22nd to issue a bench warrant for your arrest because you hadn't been complying with community corrections.
Okay. I had gone up there, but I just didn't have the $12. I didn't know that you couldn't run.
When? When did you go up?
The 13th and the 19th.
You went there?
Yeah.
So they're telling me it was a no-show, no-call.
No, I showed up. I just didn't have.
Who'd you talk to?
No idea, Your Honor. Whoever was at the front desk.
Really?
Yes.
So why would they put down no-show, no-call if you showed up?
The only reason I think is because when I walked in there, I had just told them I only had $10, and they said that they weren't going to let me test, and I didn't get signed in. I can go twice a week. I can go every day.
Yeah, I know, because you're in trouble.
No, we have 2 vehicles now in my house. I can test as much as I got a new job. I'm starting Monday. I have transportation. I'm still in an intensive outpatient
Where are you in intensive outpatient?
with Skywood IOP.
How long have you been in that?
Since I've been coming here, over 60. I've signed up twice for it. I've done 2 cycles of it. My inpatient was at Skywood when I first came here. I'd gotten released from Skywood a day or 2 before first time I came here, and I've been doing outpatient since then. I have the documentation.
Did you give that to your attorney?
I do have that, Your Honor. I have his, I presented, I don't remember which API. I'm actually forwarding it to Mr. Childers right now. He presented this information to me when this case first began. We were just waiting on more treatment under his belt to get proof of his continued treatment through Skywood. So I think there was an initial date or hearing that he had missed, and he was in their inpatient treatment program at that time, and we presented that information.
Right, I got that part, but I still don't know why he's missing his test.
And he spoke with me today, Your Honor, and told me about the $10. He stated that out of county, they're usually able to allow him to run up a tab, or they will allow them to pay whatever they can and allow them to test. I did not get to speak with anyone from community corrections.
I'm getting a sign-on bonus also with the new job that I'm starting.
Okay.
So I'll be able to pay for it.
Sir, I don't think this is an issue of payment. I don't think you showed, because that's what I'm being told. And I can't believe that you walked in, said, I only have this much, and then you just walked away. And then you walk in the following week, do the same thing, and just walked away. And if you did that, then your whole purpose in doing that is so that you didn't have to test, but try to say I could show, because you know you're supposed to test.
No, I really have.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Mr. Carrie Akinruli, you can call over to community corrections, see if anybody's seen this gentleman.
Okay.
And whether or not they're willing to change his report. Otherwise, what's gonna end up happening is he's gonna sit. And even for right now, because I can't trust you, Mr. Allen, you can take him back. As soon as we get an answer, then we'll deal with it.
Thank you, Judge.
Here's the update and the shocker. Nobody recognized that he had turned up at the office for testing, so he ended up being held. Looks like Mr. Allen was kept busy with this liar. Now to the next case, where we get to see a bond violator who really loves alcohol get a bit titchy that her lies aren't working.
And Ms. Mendoza, you're on probation for operating while visibly impaired by alcohol, and this is alleging technical violations 2, 3, and 4. It's alleged you tested positive for alcohol and morphine on January 2nd. It's alleged you failed to pay, and it alleges you tested positive for alcohol again on January 8th. And counsel, what's happening today?
Yes, Your Honor, I did speak to Ms. Mendoza regarding the allegations. At this time, I did explain to her her right to have a contested hearing. At this time, we are prepared to waive our right to have a hearing, and my client is prepared to enter a guilty plea.
All right, Ms. Mendoza, please raise your right hand.
Yep. No.
You solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this family the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you heard the plea that your attorney indicated, correct?
Correct.
As those allegations, how do you plead?
Guilty. I'm trying to get to my car. Give me 2 seconds, please. I apologize.
Okay. All right, so the recommendation is for you to continue and complete all terms of probation, pay a $50 probation violation fee, attend intensive outpatient, 30 days on the alcohol tether, and 5 days jail. That's the recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, if you can please order your client.
Sure. Ms. Mendoza, are you currently on probation out of the Wyandotte District Court?
Yes.
As a term and condition of your probation, are you to adhere to all the terms and conditions of your probation from the probation officer?
Yes.
Have you failed to pay your costs and fines as ordered by the court?
Yes.
Did you also test positive for alcohol on January 2nd of this year?
Yes. Not sure where the morphine came in, but yes.
But at this time, you're taking responsibility for the morphine that you tested positive for as well, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understand that that is a direct violation of the terms and conditions of your probation?
Yes.
Satisfied, Judge.
And counsel, as to the recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor. I would ask that the recommendation be adopted in part. At this time, I would just be.
I'm sorry, Ms. Mendoza, is your window down?
No.
Okay, because there's some, wind or something coming through. I'm sorry, what was that, counsel?
I would just be requesting that the recommendation be adopted in part. As to the 5 days jail, I'd ask that be suspended at this time. And Ms. Mendoza has been nothing but upfront, open, and honest. She is apologetic for testing positive for alcohol. What happened was she was at work. Somebody made a pot of coffee, unbeknownst to her. In that coffee, they did put some alcohol. And there you go. That's why she tested positive for it. It's not going to happen. I did explain to her moving forward, she has to be way more diligent in knowing what she's consuming and putting into her system. I truly don't believe that this is going to happen again. She is a single mother. As far as payments to the court, she understands she does owe the money. It's just been extremely difficult as she is a single mother raising her children. But she's going to make more diligent efforts to do so.
Okay. Ms. Mendoza.
Yes.
Where is it you work?
My day job is at Safe Light. My night job is at Ford Patio Bar and Grill.
Well, let's walk through this for a moment, shall we? You're on probation for operating while impaired, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And you had a previous violation for alcohol consumption and hydrocodone, correct?
The hydrocodone I have a prescription for. So
Okay.
that, but
Well, perhaps you did not supply that prescription to probation prior to the violation.
no, I
And
did.
So,
It,
but in any event,
okay.
you pled guilty to the probation violation, specifically as it relates to alcohol, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And at that time, the court indicated 45 days on the alcohol tether, increase your testing, and mandatory jail for future violation, correct?
Correct. Correct.
Okay. So there are two dates that are alleged that you consumed that you tested positive for alcohol. So on which date did somebody allegedly put alcohol in your coffee?
Well, that was the night that was a New Year's. It would have had to have been New Year's Eve because I was there until 4:00 in the morning, got tired and started drinking coffee.
Okay. And so what about the positive alcohol from January 8th?
That one, I actually drank alcohol.
What did you drink?
I don't remember. It was something called pineapple upside down cake. We had just left a funeral service. My friend had passed away, and we went out to dinner, me and two other girls, and I drank a shot with them, talking about, we were just sharing stories about our friend that passed away.
And what about the morphine from January 2nd test? Where'd that come from?
I have no clue where the morphine came from, and actually asked them how I could have, and actually went to the doctors freaking out the next day and made them test me because I did not take any kind of illegal drugs.
Okay. And then you were sentenced back in May.
Correct.
And at that time, your fines and costs were $1,825.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Your bond was applied, which left it to $1,325. And you made one $50 payment, correct?
I made $100 payment.
Okay. When did you make that payment?
I don't remember. I'm behind on the payments. After I went on the tether, that costed me almost $1,000. I mean, I'm struggling working two jobs. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Most of the time, I've been going to AA meetings. Miss Shaw told me that AA meetings were not good enough. That's not what the court wanted. So I don't get signatures, but I'm still going to AA meetings. Since all this happened, I literally talked to my doctor and told her I wanted to be weaned off the Norco. So I went from 90 a month to 10. So I am trying to head in the right direction, Your Honor. I mean, I have no problem. You want to double up AA meetings? I actually enjoy going to them, and they are helpful. But right now, I am like so stressed out financially. And then when they put me on the tether the first time, I didn't even have electricity. I just lost all the food from not having no electricity for 3 days. I didn't even have internet. And they said I still had to go in that day. So I mean, I'm financially I'm struggling. My mother just got out of rehab for a surgery she had. I had to come up with money to help her get back into her home. I'm struggling, but I am trying to do the right thing. I'm struggling.
Ma'am, I can understand and appreciate that. But I don't think that's a mutual understanding and appreciation of the court's orders. Because the court indicated mandatory jail for any future violation. And now we have three.
Okay. I understand.
Even if you take away the failure to pay, we have two significant ones, positive for alcohol.
I understand.
And how much of that coffee did you drink when you indicated that there was alcohol added to it?
Literally 4 big to-go cups of coffee. I know I'm not trying to laugh.
You're telling this court you didn't taste the alcohol in your first couple sips?
I thought it was just a damn creamer. To be honest, I'm not lying. I was working and we were swamped, and I just was.
A damn creamer?
I thought it was a different kind of creamer, flavored creamer. I was taking big drinks, kept going back to work. So no, I honestly did not know. And that is the truth. But I mean, I drank the one day knowingly, and I understand that.
And you didn't feel any different after having even two of the big carryout cups of alcohol, of coffee with alcohol?
I thought it was my actual pain medication, because I had to double up on my pain medication just to even work that night. I have a really bad knee. And so when we're really busy at work, I'm constantly running back and forth as a waitress and carrying trays. But I mean, I'm not trying to make anything up. I mean, literally, when they told me I dropped positive, I went straight into the doctors the next morning because I couldn't figure out how.
Okay, well, here's what the court's going to do. The court's going to indicate you to continue to complete all terms of probation, 5 days jail, 30 days alcohol tether on release.
That's the thing. You're putting in. I don't mind the jail. You want to send me to jail? That's fine. Take me away from my children and 2 jobs. I understand that, you're doing what you have to do, but I cannot afford another tether. I'm already behind a house payment and everything else because of the first tether. So I mean, what you're putting on me is just another stress that I cannot handle.
Ma'am, then perhaps you shouldn't have consumed alcohol. You should have complied with all of your terms.
Your answer for everything. I swear, man.
You need to contact Michelle, so that you can get all that information, and you will have to report. I'll give you until Wednesday to report, so you can set things up with work. Okay?
Whatever you say, Your Honor. I guess I should start smoking weed like everybody else and get a medical marijuana card. Because you know what? It seems like with your court, anybody who's got any kind of issues. So there was somebody that went in there on a tether. That was their 5th violation, and that was my very first violation. And I ended up on that tether. I'm not understanding your court, but I did wrong. I'll assume my responsibility. Have a good day, ma'am.
Okay, well,
we done?
Let me just clarify something, ma'am. You were placed on probation May 10th.
Yep.
Your first violation indicates high use of alcohol just a few months after that.
I was sick and I took a bunch of cough medicine.
As a result, the court ordered 45 days on the alcohol tether, increase your testing. mandatory jail for future violation. The 40, and clearly that wasn't sufficient because here we are again for another violation of alcohol consumption.
Yep. Is there anything else?
No, I'm just trying to help you understand when you said you weren't understanding what the
No.
court was.
Oh, I definitely understand, but the first time literally was cough medicine, and you put me on a 45-day tether over cough medicine. But somebody else can go in there and drop 30 million damn weed dirties trying to get their damn medical marijuana card, and they get chances.
You're in court, so
But that's
please,
fine.
ma'am, please,
No,
watch,
that's
please
fine.
watch your language.
I'm upset. You know
Please
what?
watch
I'm
your language.
upset.
Ms. Mendoza, I would highly recommend that you stop arguing with the judge at this time.
Yep.
All right, please email them to Ms. Shaw by 11:45. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, off the record.
Thank you all for watching my episode to the end, as it really helps the algorithm and supports the channel, which is why I usually try and make an ending a little different to say thanks to my subscribers and new viewers. So until the next time, it's Friday. So I hope your weekend is safe and fun. See you soon. Please check out my other episode on my playlist here on screen now.